I'm sorry to say, but salmon to me, right, is the ugliest food there is.
Huh?
Looks very handsome. Okay, I want to ask you guys.
Why?
What is Tanjong Pagar to you guys?
It's a place of cafes.
It's a place for gatherings. There's a lot of restaurants here that cater to a lot of
Young people.
young people.
To me, it's a place of horrible parking and sometimes overly expensive food. Tanjong Pagar, right, is nearly the place that I go to buy a house here.
Oh.
But I really never buy, right, solely because there's no good food here.
No lah, cannot be.
That's what I think lah.
Today, we will debunk that for you.
So a lot of you in the comments, right, you all want to see the word of the day come back again.
So we have this fun little segment where they will introduce to me the word of the day.
Yes.
And I will have to use that word before we end the shoot.
Today's word quite tough.
Nothing is tough to me.
Okay. Today's word of the day is
Inveterate.
Oh, correct.
Huh?
I don't know why I say correct.
Inveterate means someone who does something specific very often.
Oh, it's not very difficult to use one. It's like saying Ryan is an inveterate idiot.
okay.
大變態。
So with that, we are head on to the first location. Right now we are at Tanjong Pagar Plaza, and this is the market lah, the hawker center.
Near CBD one.
And we are having Ipoh Zai Prawn Mee. So this place, right, is recommended you go for the soup version.
They got sell the dry version.
They got sell, but they recommend the soup version. Okay, because Malaysian style prawn mee, right, when I ate at Penang, right, it is soup version, right. And then when I tried the soup version there, right, I can tell you, right, I have tasted nothing like that before. Not in Singapore.
But this one is not Penang. It's not Ipoh.
Correct, I know, I understand. But it's influenced by that, right? It's that type of style. This is the first time I tried it in Singapore. That is not in the form of instant noodle. got an instant noodle flavor one. Got that type of style, Penang style.
Then look at him.
I noticed our past few videos, right? I keep looking at him, I never look at him.
I okay.
Because you never say anything to me, so I always look at him.
You must talk to him.
No, but I will look at you like that. At this particular prawn noodle store, right, I have never tasted like that in Singapore. I really like this rendition of it. You cannot find a well-done Malaysian style prawn mee in Singapore.
Really?
Not as easy. At the base of it, right, most of the Singapore style one, right, the soup is more pork bone based.
Oh yeah.
This one is more prawn based. You can see the color difference is a little bit redder than the Singapore style one. And right, instead of scallions and fried onion, right, they use sakura shrimp.
Oh, happy ham.
Happy
Normally when I eat prawn noodle, 他们是给那个炸葱 and the shallot. This happy ham give it more fragrant and
Alright.
it's a lot crispier because when you eat fried shallots or fried onion, right, when you put inside the soup, 它会软掉. But this happy ham, it doesn't.
Do you know what the chef did before he cooked prawn mee?
What?
He wasn't a prawn mee like chef. He actually worked 15 years at a roast meat store.
Roast meat?
Roast meat.
Wait. 15 years as a roast meat.
But he decided to cook prawn mee.
Why would an inveterate cook like him that do roast meat?
Hold on, wait. I need the one bullshit. The meaning of inveterate is
He often do it, always do it.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
would such an inveterate cook like him that
Correct.
does roast meat suddenly jump to prawn noodles?
When he left the restaurant, he realized that actually when cooking roast meat, right, it requires a lot of manpower
Wow.
to take care of the meat and all this. But then he realized, actually prawn mee 一个人就可以了嘛。
Even if it's just a one-person job, I think this takes a lot of effort and hard to cook this.
Yeah.
I can tell lah because the ingredients that he chose, right, everything he got put thought into it one.
Right,
Like
right,
instead of fried shallots, he used heavy ham. He even included this pork ribs, is it?
Yes.
And the pork ribs, right, I feel like 它不是乱，哎呀，我要加多一点面，我再丢 pork ribs 进去。This pork rib is tender and
Correct.
and there's a lot of fats and like.
The meat is tender and the bone is crunchy. Got egg. Prawn mee got egg meh?
the Malaysian style one, yes.
Is it you say cause just now Chinwai do the video, so you just mention one time lah.
Got egg. The egg, right? I've never eaten such a good egg before.
Just to squeeze in your B-roll.
Yes, correct.
Next time, I want to talk about the prawn. They peel the prawn in the middle, right? So you get to eat the body first. But they leave the head in case you want to tutut.
Right. You want to tutu lah?
I love the tutut.
Look at him.
Okay,
I love the tutut.
And also bring your attention right to the chili.
Oh,
Because the chili, at first I thought it was just sambal.
Right.
But no, 它里面有 heavy ham.
correct.
They deep fry the chili on it.
Once you put the whole chili and heavy ham inside the soup, right, it really changed the whole dimension.
Wow, the chili. It's crispy.
Yeah, it's a bit crunchy because they have like the prawns inside.
It's a bit like lao gan ma, but it's like a more Singaporean, Malaysian kind of lao gan ma.
Honestly, to me, the chili is the highlight.
Yeah, it's not too spicy, but yet it gives that char taste and crispiness to the chili. Very nice.
Okay, so I almost want to corner here, right? As I was writing the check, right, I want to do one last check. I went to see what good food is around here, and I cannot find anything. And that made me not want to buy the house. But if I had tried this, Wow. Because I really love prawn mee. I love prawn noodle, I love Hokkien mee, I love anything to do with prawn noodle. So if you're looking for a prawn noodle place that has a very sweet and savory broth, right, this is a place already. And the sweetness doesn't come from like added sugar or what. You can tell it comes from the prawn itself.
Eat the prawn noodle as it is first. Because as it is, I think it already amuses us. Then go for the chili. Then it will elevate the whole experience. This bowl of prawn noodle really Ipoh Zai.
Your side.
Your side. So we are still at the same place. We are having Yao Cutlet. So what we have is the pork cutlet curry rice and the salmon mayo rice.
Okay, I won't be eating this because like I said many times, I don't eat salmon.
Wait,
Hold up a hot minute, is it? Why?
do you pronounce salmon or salmon?
L is silent.
Why is the L silent?
Salmon.
Salmon. Salmon is the just now your car kena one.
I don't know.
So it's salmon. Salmon or salmon?
I would say salmon.
Then we have
Seaman.
Okay, lucky you look at him when you say that.
Let's go with this first. Okay, wow, it's hot lah. I heard say the curry is the homemade one. The curry they have to like simmer the onions for 2 over hours to get the fragrance.
Look at the size of the pork cutlet.
Yes, yeah.
It is huge
Yeah,
It's huge.
yeah.
And it's huge and it's crispy. Yeah.
Whoa, man.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow, the curry is good. At first, I was expecting the NTUC pre-made, you know, the curry cube. Because I feel all Japanese curry taste around the same one.
Right,
But
I
this one a little bit different, yes.
Well, I'm not a fan of a Japanese curry, right? I like the pork cutlet. Because when I first heard, right, it's not a chicken cutlet, it's pork cutlet instead. I was a little bit disappointed. I always felt like pork cutlet, right, the meat is tougher. But this one, no way. This I can feel like there's fats inside.
Still very crispy on the outside and moist in the inside.
And I would say this pork cutlet, right, the batter is very thin. It's so thin, right, that it doesn't cover the taste of the pork. It lets the meat shine.
This plate of pork cutlet curry rice is $7 only.
This one, you go to those shopping center, eat those type of Japanese place, right? Easily $19, $18.
Coming from inveterate eater like me, want this piece that you just gave me, right?
Rewind back. You say you are what? Inveterate eater. Who isn't in this life? Because the meaning of it is eat often, right? Everybody eat often, right?
The keyword is specific, ma. I do it very often. Right.
Can tell.
I'm like the specialist of eater.
Wow.
This one is proven by visuals.
Okay.
Next up, we are having the salmon mayo rice. So apparently, the rice is garlic rice. Oh, the garlic rice is really very fragrant.
Wow. Well, it's much more fragrant, huh? But now I wish they put the garlic rice there.
Alright, I'm not a fan of Japanese rice. It's a little bit too plain.
All rice is plain.
Rice is supposed to be plain, what? I didn't want to fire you
What is
here.
this guy talking about?
I don't like lah. I just don't like lah.
You guys just say you don't like.
I don't like. I don't like. I like Japanese cuisine.
Oh, I thought you want to say you like Japanese girls.
I like.
Who don't like?
I don't like. I like Japanese cuisine. I always have a gripe with Japanese rice.
Right.
And with this garlic rice, right, it completes the whole Japanese set for me.
You get the fragrance of a garlic fried rice, but you don't get the greasiness of a fried rice.
yeah.
Wow, very nice, very nice. Very nice start. Okay, how about the salmon? The 主角应该是那个 salmon 啊。
Honestly, nothing special.
I'm sorry to say but salmon to me, right, is the ugliest food there is.
Huh?
You do it very so man.
You can say you don't like rice, I can say I don't like salmon, right?
You don't like me, what? You know you don't like me, you know? I agree with Nigel. The salmon is of average.
These two dishes, I guess the winner will be pork cutlet. Only thing that we would change is change the rice to the garlic rice. Just a disclaimer, I will have to be very honest. I do think it's decent. It's nothing to rave about. Unless you stay around here or you happen to pass by, don't 特地过来 queue for this.
But the queue damn long just now.
But the queue was not.
damn long.
No, I think why it's because the value.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right,
Very
right,
value
right,
for money.
If I'm working around here, I stay around here, I will come here.
Oh, confirm.
Yeah. So with that, we'll head on to the next location.
When you hear Tanjong Pagar, all I can think, right, is
It's
Korean.
alcohol.
Don't even drink
Yeah, don't drink alcohol.
Correct.
When I hear Tanjong Pagar, all I can think of is Korean food. Korean barbecue especially.
right.
And there's so many stores all around here that I don't know which one to try. So we're at Sodam restaurant.
Which is one of the Korean barbecue restaurant in Tanjong Pagar.
Yes, correct. The owner's wife is actually Korean.
Oh.
Right, and they opened this restaurant because they want to bring in authentic Korean dishes to Singapore.
The last time we did Korean food, right? You say you never been to Korea, and you say you don't like Korean food.
I don't like.
Now we all been to Korea.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I actually came here before. I came here with my friends, and we all.
Wait, what?
We came with our friends, my friends. I
friends.
don't look like I have friends. Well, it used to be you, but not anymore.
Look at me.
Okay, I finally figured out why I keep not looking at Nigel. Because he always like to sit on my right side, right? When I turn my right side, it hurts.
Comes with age lah.
It comes with age, no doubt. So anyway, the last time I came, we ate this japchae, and we really like this.
Actually, one of the dishes that I really like when I go to Korea was japchae because it looks like tanghun, but it has this very sophisticated.
Sophisticated.
Wow. Oh, I like this.
You like it?
You like?
Usually when I eat japchae in Korea, it's street food. It has this like smoky flavor, right? And that's what I like about japchae because we eat tanghoon in Singapore don't have that wok flavor, and this one has it, right? But right, I think they put a little bit of sesame oil.
香香的 sesame oil 的味道。
Smoky and fragrant.
It's sweet.
It's a bit sweet.
Comparing to other japchae that I eat, right, is always normally very bland. But this one I think by itself is very flavorful.
Ever since I came back from Korea, right,
Right.
I really like japchae. And then I tried to find very good one in Singapore. I even went to a hotel to eat it.
Wow. You balling, huh? I got give you pay raise recently.
He reviewed himself. Never.
I never give, but I got give bonus. Go on.
If you give like 50 cents. I went to a hotel and it was as good as the one I had in Korea. But I have to say, right, this one is a little bit different. I like the touch of sesame oil.
Right.
It's really good for me.
Right. So moving on to the short ribs.
And one thing about their meat, right, is that they don't marinate their meat because they want the quality of the meat to shine. So that means it must be pretty good meat lah.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, I can see the oil dripping.
It does feel a little bit more bitey and stringy, but perhaps it's the lack of marination that doesn't make this feel as flavorful as what we will try outside. But the meat itself is good. I think Singaporean taste, right, we are more used to marination, and this is supposedly very authentic Korean food. This one I have to say. You know the last time we did gahi Korean food, right? A lot of people say, hey, the ginseng chicken soup or whatever is very bland or all that.
Can taste the ginseng.
Yeah, and at first, normally when I drink this kind of thing, right, all I can say is herbalicious. But this one, I feel like is the essence of the ginseng boiled into the soup.
But actually, when we went to Korea, it's actually more bland. A lot of Korean restaurants in Singapore cater to Singaporean.
If you like the raw taste of the meat, the beefiness, the gaminess, right, then you'll like this.
Next time we are trying the spicy octopus rice.
Wow. I like that they use the big chunk of octopus. Personally, I don't prefer that they cut the octopus from. To me, octopus, 它有分成 different parts. All gives different texture. As a whole piece, right, it feels more completed to me.
Right.
Whenever they cut it up, right, I always like, wow, eat the leg, I eat the head, very separated. I don't like it. And for this, right, I like the sauce.
Isn't it not gochujang?
It doesn't taste like gochujang to me. There's this resemblance to sambal. It feels like that to me.
Oh, okay. I get where you get the sambal because it's a bit sweet.
And it goes very well with the octopus.
No, I think they chose baby octopus, right? It's because the meat of the baby octopus is a bit softer. And then when you cook it, right, it doesn't get too chewy.
We move on to the one that I like. Okay, this one hard to find. Even at Korea, we didn't even have a chance to eat. This is the rice ball. 你要自己做的. So this gives me a lot of satisfaction to do. How big you like your balls?
One mouthful.
Actually, I'm not very good at this, but let me try my best. This does not look like ball. 你这么厉害好不好？对不对？Do you taste my palm sweat?
人家正正经经serve我们富人讲这种东西。
Okay, small enough?
I like the texture of the rice ball. It's crunchy but yet soft.
So rice balls, right, it's not something that I eat very commonly also. And what I really like the most about rice balls is the sesame oil. Like I said, white rice, plain, I don't like. A lot of the places that I like, right, usually the sesame oil, they someone. This one, I feel like the sesame oil not pronounced enough.
Oh,
and
really?
they also use mayonnaise.
Right.
Right, mayonnaise
Yeah.
feels very Japanese to me.
Or like California hand roll like that.
Yeah, like eating sushi, that kind.
Right,
so,
right.
however, right, I do like that there's many different texture in the right. Their seaweed, you know, usually when they chop seaweeds, right, it's already dua one, but their seaweed still has a little bit of crunch, crisp. I will also highly suggest.
Suggest. Today word of the day is suggest.
And I will highly suggest.
Suggest.
Right, that maybe some form of form.
Thank you, Roman.
And I will highly suggest that they use some form of protein.
I think if we try to use some other protein, right, it might not stick. I actually tried that before. And the whole thing 一直散.
Right.
Another special mention that I would like to say is the kimchi soup. Very thick and I would say quite flavorful compared to the rest. So overall, what is your favorite here?
Japchae. It feels like a very zheng up version of the street food that I ate in Korea.
My winner is also japchae. You?
Okay, sorry, for me, right, for context, I don't really like Korean food.
It is so bad, right? That time when we go Korean travelogue, right? We asked him to go. He say he swap out for Ben to go.
Just not my preference. If I were to choose, right, I would say the baby octopus rice. I mean something simple, something with seaweed, protein, and carbs.
I think it's quite a statement for Nigel to say that he liked the baby octopus because the main reason why he don't like Korean food is because he don't like gochujang.
Right. That explains. And lastly, right, one of the best thing about this place is it's open all the way to 6 a.m.
Wow. And you know what, when it comes to Tanjong Pagar, one thing that I despise, right,
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Everything here is really quite expensive.
And
Even
right.
parking also expensive.
after eating the whole meal, you forget about the GST and the service charge.
Oh, the hidden surprise.
It's
so
a killer.
irritating.
But here, they don't charge GST.
Oh?
I'm pretty sure the price is included included already.
Right,
9%, now GST very high already, you know. But you don't have to pay the 9%. Never mind. Because we got another 10% discount for you.
So pretty much the service charge also
Yes,
already
we
lah.
waive the service charge for you.
Right.
You code this, you can enjoy 10% off your total bill all the way until end of June.
Wow.
Okay, so with that, right, I want to know what is your ultimate favorite in this Tanjong Pagar episode? I better stop myself from saying it first because I see comments they say that I will influence both of you.
Well, you're
So-
quite the influencer.
Yeah, inveterate influencer.
Oh.
Hey.
My favorite of the day would have to be the prawn noodle. I think the prawn noodle is a dish that without the chili, right, I was already amazed. And then, right, I went for the chili and it becomes another dimension.
That one I will say worth coming down for.
Another honorable mention is the garlic rice.
just the rice.
Garlic
Just the
rice.
rice.
I feel like the garlic rice I should go to everything already. My white rice here should change to garlic rice.
They should just change the whole pot of rice to garlic rice. Don't sell any other rice.
For me, I think I would choose the pork cutlet curry.
Oh,
Anything
my neck hurts.
Anything pork cutlet is okay for me.
Oh, it's like
Yeah, it's okay for me.
So he's okay for you also lah.
Passion.
Don't touch me!
So my ultimate favorite today is also the prawn noodle. I really like that one. Even though I prefer drier version of prawn mee, right? But if I have to eat the soup version, right, that would be the best version of the Malaysian style prawn mee I have eaten in Singapore. So remember to give all these places a try.
And as always, remember to follow all of our socials. Click here for more, click here to what, and cut
To the bloopers. But back to the
Don't look at me like
I'm not gonna look at either of you. So back to the food, right? They So at this particular prawn noodle store, right? Wait, let me finish. Hey, I've been trying to say this for like past 2 minutes already.